Welcome back everybody, thank you for joining me for another adventure right here on Intrepid World. Today I'm going to be continuing on with the series that I started here on YouTube, where I showcase bushwalks that you can do within 1 hour of the Perth CBD. In my previous videos I have showcased the Paruna Wildlife Sanctuary, and recently I showcased the Wetlands Trail at the Yanchep National Park. And today I am back at the Yanchep National Park, and I'm going to be showcasing a hike for those of you who are a little bit more adventurous and want to do a slightly longer hike. Today I'm going to be showcasing the 12.5 kilometre Ghost House Trail. But before we get stuck into it, I'd like you all to check out my quick intro reel. It'll tell you a little bit about me and what I do here on YouTube.
G'day mate, my name is Ollie and I absolutely love the great outdoors. I go scuba diving, hiking and camping, care for 2 rescued dingoes, and travel the world looking for new places to explore and even get to make new friends along the way. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe, because I would absolutely love for you to join me on my adventures right here on Intrepid World. First of all, it is wise to check in at the information centre to let them know you will be heading out on the Ghost House Trail.
The vegetation on the southern end and the western end of the wetland area is absolutely stunning. Gotta love doing hikes like this. Plenty of shade in this section of the hike. Let's see how it compares to the rest of the hike. Okay, I've made it to the first major intersection, so to speak. So you can see here I'm hiking the Ghost House Trail, which is 12.5 kilometers approximately. What we do not want to be doing is walking on the coastal plain, because that's a 51 kilometer hike, and I am not doing that today. So we're going to be sticking to these Ghost House Trail markers. Let's go. People might not realise it when hiking around the wetland trail, that when you come around the western side there is actually water on both sides of the trail. So this water that you can see behind me right now is actually between me on the Ghost House Trail and the wetland trail, which is on the other side of that tree line. And the Ghost House Trail actually does circle around a much larger section of wetland, which is why we've still got all these stunning trees to walk through. You can hear all the bird life. I actually sat my backpack down on a nest of ants before and some kookaburras started laughing at me. Yeah, see, he thinks it's funny. Oh my goodness. I can't believe this hiking trail is only 40 minutes from Perth. This is like a premier hiking trail here in Western Australia. It's kind of like walking through the tingle forests in the southwest. All these trees, all this lush green vegetation. I am really surprised. This is definitely a hike you should consider doing. It's absolutely stunning. I imagine I'm fairly close to the northern end of the wetland area right now. If you see through that tree line just over there, you can see the tall eucalyptus trees on the opposite side of the wetland area. Eventually this trail will wrap around and I'll be walking through that vegetation on the other side over there. I'm not sure if you can see that up in the tree behind me, but I've just spotted a nesting box. The sun is up there too, so I'll try to put the camera in a position where you can see it more clearly. So you can see just there's a nesting box. Now I assume park rangers have put that there to help out animals like brush-tailed possums and Carnaby black cockatoos maybe. They do rely on tree hollows to nest. And I've just come across a service road. And there is another trail marker. The ghost house has worn off it, but I assume I am still... Oh, look at that! That is it! That is the ghost house. Wow, it just kind of surprises you. Wasn't expecting that. Wow, there's not much left of it. Okay, let's check this out a bit better. This is it. This is the ghost house. So cool. I just placed my backpack down to have a bit of a rest, but there are a lot of ants around here, so I had to be careful where I placed it, because I didn't want to give those kookaburras anything else to have a laugh at me about. Now, I assume there was a wall here. It looks like the corner section and some of the wall there has fallen away. There is rubble on the ground around this section, but it has kind of created a bit of a step for you to get inside, have a bit of a look. It's quite a small dwelling. It would have been a relatively small dwelling. I'd say it's about 3.5 meters by maybe 5 meters, just at a guess. I tried to do my own research about this place, but not a lot is actually known about these ruins. So I assume that's why they gave it the name the ghost house. There is some stairs here. I assume at one point this was an entrance into the property, and this obviously was the main door at one point as well. So, but if this house was built in the early to mid 1800s, you can see all this vegetation has grown back and it's slowly starting to take over. Got these vines growing over the building. Very cool. So yeah, cool. What a fantastic hike this has been. Really caught me by surprise. I just can't get over the amount of forest I've been walking through. I think that was a really cool little discovery. The ghost house is really secluded, really well hidden in amongst the greenery, so you don't see it until at the last minute, and then it kind of pops out at you like a ghost. Continuing on the ghost house trail, only a short distance from the ghost house ruins, you'll find Shapcott's hut. So this is a campground. There are a few picnic tables here. There is the fire pit, and then if you look inside this shelter here, you'll see there's a raised sleeping area, which is very similar to what you might find on the Bibliman track. And the reason why this is here is because this is actually the third stop along the Coastal Plain Trail, which starts on Neves Road, heads through the Coastal Plain, and then it hooks around into Yanchep National Park. It's a great campsite. Okay, this is something else that's pretty important to show you all. If you head off to the left here, you're going to be walking the coastal plain walking trail. You want to stay to the right. The right is what continues on the Ghost House Trail. It takes you back to the Yanchep village. If you go to the left, you're going to be adding an extra 50 k's to your day. You don't want to do that. We're going to continue on up here. Just looking out over the coast there, I can see a lot of storm clouds, so I'm pretty sure rain is moving this way. I am wearing all quick dry gear, so rain doesn't really bother me that much, but I'm over the halfway mark now, so I'm gonna concentrate a bit and put in some Ks, see if I can bring this home before the rain hits. One of the local kangaroos. G'day. Off it goes. And the forest just keeps going and going. You know, it's really interesting. On this trail, I have hiked through more eucalypt forest and woodland area than I did through the Borenup forest on the Cape to Cape with my mates Cam, Jack and Colin. This really has surprised me. What a fantastic hiking trail so close to the Perth city limits. This is probably the steepest hill I have come across so far on this hike, and I'm glad I've gone in a clockwise direction because it means I'm going down instead of going up. All right, let's send it. Oh yeah. Yeah. That was a lot of fun. You can hear my tripod squeaking around in my bag. I think it's rubbing up against my drone case.
I recently purchased a new drone which has an auto tracking feature, and it did really well following me through all of the thick vegetation. It was my new little hiking buddy.
As I mentioned in the Paruna Wildlife Sanctuary video, for those of you that want to use hiking poles on a trek like this, I think you're going to find it very comfortable to do so. There is plenty of wide open space, and I've only come across a few short sections of single track. Only a short walk after the last fork in the trail, you keep following the track, you'll see another trail marker, but then you'll come to this green area and you'll think that you've made it back to the Yanchep village, but you haven't. This is actually the Yanchep golf course. This is one of the tee-offs. You can see a kangaroo down there. So if you're ever wondering where all the kangaroos are at the national park, they've probably come over here onto the golf course. But you just keep heading in a straight line from that last marker that we just passed. Keep heading straight through the trees, and you'll see just up here there is another trail marker. Right there. I almost walked straight past this while on the trail. The Ghost House Trail is just heading through the trees behind me. This is just off the trail. And in the reading that I did before I came out here, I learnt that this was an old Royal Australian Air Force radar base. So let's go in and have a closer look. This is almost as cool as the Ghost House itself. It is a very small concrete structure. There is this concrete slab down here, and there is like an escape hatch maybe at the back there. There's also a chimney of sorts heading up. So if anybody knows if that is accurate, if this actually was a RAF radar base, please hit me up in the comments below and let me know, because I'm really interested to learn. what this was actually used for. Remember those storm clouds I was talking about? Well, they are catching me, so I better get a move on. Whoa! What the heck? Oh yes, look at this. Huh. Wow, that's really cool. Don't really have time to check that out now, but I definitely want to come back here sometime in the near future. I've seen 2 caves while out on this trail, so it would definitely be a cool, fun activity to check that out. Oh my goodness, there's another RAF radar base up there. Interesting. Maybe that's the radar base. Maybe that other structure was a storage facility or something like that. Let's go check this one out. But just while we're talking about the caves, there are actually over 400 caves here in Yanchep National Park, which is pretty cool. All right, let's go in here and check it out. Oh, there's another cave. Oh, yes. Actually, this might be the structure that I saw when I was doing some research on the internet, because I remember seeing a photograph with these at the top of it. Ah, the rain's here. Maybe I should just shelter in here for a little bit. Oh, this actually looks... Whoa. That actually looks like it's going to be a pretty decent sized cave. I don't know how much you can see, but I'm worried that if I go down there, it's going to draw out this hiking video and make it too long. So I'll make it into a separate video. I actually do have a headlamp with me. I brought one just in case I got injured and I ended up out here after dark. So I'm going to go grab my headlamp, and then I'm going to actually make a separate video about exploring this cave. So stick around for that. But for now, let's continue on with the hiking video. I just finished exploring the cave. It was pretty awesome, a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, and yeah, I'm really excited about turning that into a video. So I'm going to grab my backpack now, and then I'm going to continue on with the hike. I've just spotted a structure up ahead. Pretty sure I'm not back at the Yanchep village. This could have something to do with the Cabaret cave, or maybe it's the entrance to Crystal Cave. Let's go down and check it out. So it turns out this is for the Cabaret cave. It appears like that structure is maybe a toilet, but it's all locked up at the moment, so you can't use that while you're out on trail. They probably only just open it up when they are holding functions at the Cabaret cave, and that is exactly what this cave is. So you can see here, there's actually a gate. So I'll just show you through here. I've got my flashlight out again, just to give you a little bit of a look. This is the entrance. So people can actually book out this. It's a venue space. You can have engagement parties in here, wedding receptions, maybe even weddings. I'm sure they hold like business conferences and stuff down here, maybe even school balls. Okay, I am presented with an opportunity to cheat a little bit. If I head down that sealed road behind me, that goes straight back to the Yanchep village. But if I follow the ghost house trail marker, it's going to take me up past the Crystal Cave entrance. So I'm not going to cheat. I'm going to show you that and check it out right now. Another hiking trail that you can complete in the Yanchep National Park takes you through Boomerang Gorge. It's only a 1.5 kilometer trek, and 500 meters of it is actually wheelchair accessible. So the trail markers actually take you across this road. Now I think that's the road that heads up to Crystal Cave, and from this point on the Ghost House Trail will continue back through the forest. Last of all, as you approach the end of the Ghost House Trail, you'll find a toilet block and a campground. You can see there's a few cars down here with caravans and rooftop tents. So you can also bring your caravans down here if you're touring around Australia. This park's got everything. So close to finishing the hike now. The Yanchep Inn is just up ahead. Yes, let's go. The markers around here are a little bit vague. As you come along this intersection, that will take you to the Caves Trail. It shows you the Ghost House Trail is going back that way, and there's no markers indicating what this is. But I just got the map out and I've confirmed that this is the Ghost House Trail. And even though I can't see any markers that are actually pointing this direction, I know that I'm heading the right way thanks to the map. Make sure you pick up one of those from the information area, because that's what's kind of saved me here. G'day mama. I see that little Joey in your pouch. And just like that, I have finished the Ghost House Trail. I've got the Chocolate Drops tea room behind me. The information office is just over there. But I've got these cool kangaroos here to help me close out my video. Filming YouTube content adds a certain complexity to a hike like this. I really enjoy making content though. But so you all know, a hike like this would typically take me about 3 hours to complete. Today it took me 5. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. And if you did, please like and subscribe, because I've got more content like this on its way. And until then, enjoy life, have a great time, go have an adventure. See ya. Hey there. Hello. You're so cool.